Russia's attack on Ukraine is an attack on all smaller countries. It is an assertion that a larger country is entitled to subjugate a smaller neighbour, to decide whether another country can even exist. It was never intended that the Security Council veto power would be used to enable unchecked abuse of the UN Charter by the very countries that were given the veto. So it is especially important for countries that play leading roles in international fora and countries with influence on Russia to exert their influence to end this war. In this, the world looks to China, a great power, a permanent member of the Security Council with a no-limits partnership with Russia. Mr. Putin's weak and desperate nuclear threats underline the danger that nuclear weapons pose to us all and the urgent need for progress on nuclear disarmament. Australia has always pursued a world without nuclear weapons, and we will redouble our efforts towards this goal and to strengthening the non-proliferation regime. The death and destruction in Ukraine reminds us all how much we have to lose if we fail to protect the UN Charter. It reminds us that each nation must make its own choices and exercise its own agency. We cannot leave it to the big powers, and we cannot be passive when big powers flout the rules. Aside from terrible damage and loss of life in Ukraine, Russia's invasion is compounding human suffering, propelling the global crisis in food and energy security. In my own region, where geopolitical contest becomes ever sharper, we must ensure that competition does not escalate into conflict.